Michigan just became the socialist capital of the world. Not one, not several, but practically every law wished upon by an entitled 19-year-old on TikTok just went into effect this week. I got a hell of a long story for you today because there's a lot to go over here. Let me give you a quick summary. Gun safety laws. We've got firearm storage, gun safety devices, background checks, red flags, domestic violence. Under LGBTQ+, we've got, well, complete bullshit. Um, this one was kind of funny. She repealed the right to work, which means if you live in Michigan now and you have a job, you have to pay union fees. More abortions barriers removed. How many more? Well, about this many more. I'm going to read this one last. More minimum wage. Down at the bottom, there's climate change. But the one that pissed me off the most, the one that shows you that they have no right to be in charge, is this right here. It's getting so bad in Michigan that third graders are no longer required to have a reading proficiency test passed to go to the fourth grade. As much as an alphabet that you shove down their throats, these kids either can't read or they can't read English. So in case you're new around here, I am about to do a news speed run. I'll take a couple of stories a day. I'll compile the details down in the cliff notes. And if you want more, down in the description box will be links to where I found my articles. Having said that, get to know the new Michigan laws that went into effect this week. Gun safety laws. Firearm storage laws. People in Michigan are now required to keep a firearm stored or left unattended on the premises, unloaded and locked, either with a locking device or stored in a locked container. Gun safety devices. The cost of gun safety devices will be lowered in order for an effect to make it easier to access these materials. So I think they're talking about like gun locks and the things that you put on the guns. Red flag laws. Several bills were passed in Michigan to establish extreme risk protection order laws, also known as red flag laws. So if you live in Michigan and you don't like somebody, just go tell the cops and they won't ever be able to buy a gun. Domestic violence regulations. Now this one I kind of agree with. If you're a girl beater and you get convicted of that, I don't know though, because this all goes against the Second Amendment. The 10th Amendment of the Constitution says that so long that as there is not another law saying that you can or can't do something, the state can make their own laws. But there is a Second Amendment. LGBTQ plus civil rights protections expanded. Now, we've all heard this before. The act prohibits discriminatory practices, policies, and customs based on religion, race, color, national origin, age, sex, height, weight, familial status, or marital status. But now we also have to add whatever this is because that's somehow not covered under sex. I think I already told you in the beginning, if you're in Michigan now, you have to pay union fees again. Now, when it comes to the abortion laws, check this out. This one pissed me off. Michigan repeals trap laws, which are designed specifically to close abortion providers. These medically unnecessary and burdensome restrictions have nothing to do with the clinic's ability to deliver care. These include, check this out, rules about hallway width, ceiling heights, HVAC systems, and janitor closets. So in other words, in Michigan, they must have had some abortion clinics shut down because of code violations. Not because they were doing anything wrong other than just code violations. And now they're getting so protective of their, whatever you want to call it, that you can have an abortion clinic even if it doesn't pass code regulations. This one right here is about malfespiprone, or however you want to say that. They're allowing nurses and doctors to prescribe medicine again. This one right here says that if you're at a Michigan public university, you have to have access available to not only flyers for what you can do, but where it's done. And then this one was funny because this one repeals the laws forced by patients to buy separate insurance riders for abortions. So it used to be that if you wanted to have an abortion in Michigan, you had to have insurance from somebody special. Now this one's dumb. How could you repeal the reading requirements for third graders? Why not just teach the third graders? I mean, they want to talk in here that it's not just the fact that they can't read, but a lot of them just can't read English. But once they get to the fourth grade, they're fucked. Minimum wage. Minimum wage is funny because they actually did raise it from $10.10 to $10.33. Even in a socialist area like Michigan, they know they can't do it. And then finally, of course, we've got climate action plans. And yes, they're the same ones basically saying that, by 2040, we're not going to be burning oil anymore. We're going to be more efficient. But this has been Joshua Schrock. I hope you subscribe. Thank you for your time.